Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chip and today I am super excited because we are doing something so fun on this channel. We're gonna do a collaboration video. So today I'm collaborating with Kate. We met here on YouTube and her channel is focused on skincare and taking care of yourself and really just health in general. She does amazing unboxings. I found her initially through FabFitFun. So when I subscribed for that box, I was looking to see other people do their unboxings and I found her last spring box. So yeah, after that I just fell in love with her energy. She's so sweet and positive and just really wants to help people. I love her channel, so please go check out her video as well. And I'll leave all of her information down below. But we decided to do a nighttime skincare routine, which I know you guys were super interested to see what I do to my face. And then on top of that, we will also be doing a Q&A, so getting to know us a little bit more, which I think is fabulous. And again, I know that you guys are wanting to kind of get more information about me. So yeah, it's going to be a collaboration, a Q&A, get to know me, and a nighttime skin routine in one video. So let's just jump right in. And if you're interested, then stay tuned. We each made 15 questions for each other, gave them to each other, and so as we move through the skincare process, we will be answering the questions that we asked each other. And we just really hope that you guys will enjoy. So I have my questions right here. And yeah, so the first question is, what are you studying in grad school? And my first step in my nighttime skincare routine is always to cleanse my face. And recently I've been using this Farmacy Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. It's gentle enough that you can use it for day and night. So that's what I do in the morning. This is the first thing I use, and at night this is my cleanser of my Farmacy cleanser. Okay, so what am I studying in grad school? So currently I am attending the University of North Texas in Denton, and I'm in the Department of Biology, and I'm specifically in the genetics. I'm studying genetics. So it's still in Department of Biology, but that is my focus. I am going to get a master's degree in biology with a concentration in genetics. So yeah, and so I did my undergrad bachelor degree at the University of North Texas, and I graduated with my bachelor's in molecular biology. So it's like biochemistry and molecular biology with a minor in regular biology. And I took 2 years off to go into the healthcare field. I was a CNA for 2 years, and then for a couple of months I worked at a call center for hospitals, and then I just decided to go back to school and get my master's degree. So that's what I am studying in grad school, basically genetics. So now I'm just gonna wash this off, pat dry my face. I try not to be rough when I am drying my face, so I always want to just pat my face gently. So her second question was, what are your hopes and dreams after grad school? So yes, like I said, I will be graduating soon, fingers crossed. And my hopes, I want to get my teaching certification and go into high school education. So I would love to teach high school biology. And yeah, once I get into my full-time position, then I will work in getting a PhD in higher education and moving into maybe community colleges or even being a principal one day. But yeah, so my all-time goal, my ultimate dream would be to be a principal of a high school one day. But yeah, so that is what my hopes and dreams are after graduating from UNT. Okay, so the next step here, now that our face is cleansed, and you guys, if you ever try this Farmacy cleanser, your face is just gonna feel so smooth, so smooth. I love it. I want to do a little bit of exfoliating, especially so during the week I wear makeup a lot and I just want to make sure that my pores are cleaned. So I'm going to go in with this Olehenriksen, and this is a pore facial scrub. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. So this is a sauna scrub. And the thing about this is it heats up. I think it has charcoal in it or something, but don't need a lot. Like that'll do. And I'm going to apply this all over my face. As you scrub this in, it does heat up. So I like to apply this first on dry skin, and then I apply water, and then I gently massage that, and it'll start to warm up. My fingers are wet, and then you just want to, oh yeah, there's the heat. Just want to gently scrub that in. Honestly, this feels so nice. It smells like a sauna. It's like eucalyptus with a little bit of lemon. Oh, I love this. All right, and when that's done, I'm just gonna rinse it off and I'll be right back. Okay, and the third question is, how did your husband propose to you? That's such a great question. So he had planned to propose to me on July 4th. His whole plan was to take me out to see fireworks, and then he was gonna propose when they were going off, and it was like supposed to be this whole like magical ordeal. But he was working out of town, and when he got home, he was just so tired. And so I was like, it's okay, you know, we don't have to go out, we'll go out next weekend. I was like building myself up, but then when I saw that he was like so exhausted, I didn't want to force it. So I was like, oh, okay, it's okay, you know, you rest, it'll come when it needs to come. And I remember I was so disappointed because I was like, maybe he doesn't want to marry me. Like, I was so sad. So the next weekend came, and I went out with some friends. It was one of my friend's birthday party, and we were out, we went to a hotel, and we were out on the hotel pool. And before I finish that story, my next step in my skincare routine is again this Olehenriksen, but this now is the Cold Plunge Pore Mask. It's a blue mask, and I'm just gonna apply this generously all over my face. This is cooling, so we just heated up our pores to really open them up and clean them out. And now we're going to kind of give them a shock with this cold mask. And I'm just gonna apply this generously all over my face. Yeah, so then I was out with my friends at this birthday party. We were out at the pool all day, and it's hot. It's hot in Texas, you guys. It's so hot. And I get migraines really easily, and heat is a trigger. So of course I get a migraine, and I asked him to come get me. And so he came to pick me up, and he was like, oh, do you want to go out? And I was like, actually, no, I don't feel good. Please just take me home. And he was like reaching behind, like to his side. And I was like, what is he doing? He already has a seatbelt on. What could you be reaching for? Turns out he was putting away the ring because he was going to propose that night. And I had a headache. Of course. So yeah, so that didn't happen. And then the next weekend came, and we were supposed to be going out to see some family. And I was like, I just want to film. I know the exact YouTube video I was filming. I was doing the Urban Decay, it's their Moon Dust palette. I was doing a review of that. And so I made this crazy makeup look with it. And I remember after the video, I was like, why are the dogs locked up? What's going on? I was like, Travis, are you ready to go? And I went into the bedroom because he wasn't responding to me. And I was like, well, what the heck is going on? Okay, so we're going to leave this on our face for about 30 minutes. I'm going to finish this story and then we'll come back. Yeah, so I was like, what is going on? Like, why aren't you answering me? Why are the dogs locked up? And I walked into the bedroom, and he had the lights turned off, but the whole bedroom was lined with little candles, and he had a fireplace playing on the TV screen, and he was all dressed up and all so nice. Mind you, I had crazy makeup on, purple hair, I think I had shorts on, and very small shorts, so I was not prepared, and I was like, no, this is not the way I wanted to look. I was like, oh my gosh. And he was like, you're perfect, you're perfect. And then he just got down on one knee and proposed, and he was like, I can't wait any longer. This just needs to happen. I need to marry you. And I was just like, it was perfect. I fell down to my knees. I started crying, and of course I said yes, but it was just like all the emotions just like came together. And yeah, basically the best proposal I could have ever asked for. I know it wasn't the way he planned it, but it honestly was the best. I thought I would answer one more question before we wash this off, and her question is, what was our wedding day like? Was it big or was it small? Did you have a theme? All that information. So yeah, our wedding was, I would say, medium. The guest count was almost 200, and the theme, we didn't really have a theme. We had like a color, so it was a purple, which was amethyst, and a gray. My family came in, his family came in, and it was just great to spend time with everyone and really just celebrate our marriage. We ended up doing a very short timed ceremony because we wanted to spend more time in the reception, and yeah, it was just perfect. So I'll add some pictures for you guys, but I absolutely loved it. And of course I started losing weight after the wedding, of course. That's how it always is, right? But yeah, it was great. My bridesmaids made it so perfect for me, and I'm glad that he had all of his close friends to be his groomsmen. And yeah, I just couldn't ask for anything else. Like, it was just magical. It was so perfect. It was wonderful, 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 wonderful. Okay, let's wash this off. It's been 30 minutes and we'll be back. The next question is, do we want to have children? And yes, we do. I think right now, with just being in school and me trying to like figure out my career path and really get finished being a student, we're waiting off for just a few months. Nothing crazy. But yeah, we do want to have children, and that is definitely going to be in our future, and I can't wait because I'm so excited. I'm like so ready for just that step in our relationship, in our marriage, in our family. So yeah, we do want to have children. The next question is, do you live in a house, apartment, condo? Do you like it? Are you there to stay? So we do live in a house currently right now. We are in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Texas. And yeah, we really like this house. We like our neighborhood. We are really close to the highway and also to the airport. So with my husband, he likes to travel. He has to travel with work. He does freelance. So it is really convenient to be this close to the airport. But yeah, it is what it is. I do have to drive about 45 minutes to an hour to school every day, there and back, so that is a negative. But since I am graduating soon, that won't have to be in my future for too much longer. But yeah, currently we like it, and for right now, we're here to stay. And the next question is, how many dogs do you have? What are their names and breed? I am such a dog person, so yes, I do have dogs. We have 2 dogs. The first one is Prince. He is a dachshund. He's a short-haired dachshund, black and brown. Such a daddy's boy. Like, I only exist to feed him. But he loves Travis to death. Loves, like, he will not leave his side. And then we have a bigger dog, Emma. She is a pit mixed with a fox terrier. She is gorgeous. And actually, she's probably my first dog that actually smiles. Like, when you just say her name, like, she literally smiles, and it's so heartwarming. But yeah, those are the 2 dogs that we have, and I love them as my own children, honestly. I wear a lot of liquid lips, especially mattes, so I definitely need to exfoliate. So I'm going in with the Jeffree Star Velour Lip Scrub. I honestly love this, and this is in Orange Soda. Guys, this is the best lip scrub I have ever tried, and the reason I say that is because the sugar crystals in here, one, it's edible, so if it gets in your mouth, it's okay. But the sugar crystals are so large that I feel like it really exfoliates. So I'm gonna wet my lips with some water and just apply this lip scrub, and we're just gonna scrub all the dead skin off. The next question, I'm gonna talk and scrub. So the next question is, who is your greatest inspiration and why? So once that is completely scrubbed into your lips, I'm just going to take a damp paper towel and just try and rub that off. You can obviously wash it off in the sink. I grew up watching Lucille Ball and I Love Lucy. You guys, I know every episode, probably every line. Like, that's how much I watch her. And honestly, when I'm having a bad day, I just love watching her, and she just uplifts me. And I think it's just the way that she makes me feel very happy, very positive. I think that translates to the way that I am as a person. I'm always striving to be positive and uplifting, and I think I really get that because of her and because of the positivity that she left through me watching her. And her next question is, do you have a favorite movie or book, and why is it your favorite? Ooh, good one. Okay. My next product I'm going to apply, so this is Olehenriksen, and this is the Uplifting Transformation Eye Cream, and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes. So after all of that cleansing and scrubbing and masks, my skin is dry, so this just really helps add moisture. But I like this because it's really been reducing my puffiness and my dark circles. I've been using this for about 3 weeks now, and I can really tell a difference. My favorite movie of all time, this would have to be Jurassic Park 1. I watched that as a kid with my mom and just fell in love with it. I absolutely love that movie. I do love scary movies in general, but that didn't come till much later. But I just remember Jurassic Park so clearly, so vividly, where we were, what we were doing, what we were eating, and now we just watch it randomly, and it just brings back so many memories of when I was little and she was younger. And yeah, so that is just my all-time favorite movie. Okay, her next question is, how did you learn to bake? Okay, and as I'm answering that question, I am going to apply the Laneige. This is the Sleeping Care Water Sleeping Mask in Lavender. I've been using this ever since the haul that I posted, and it's a nice hefty duty cream, and you just leave this on all night, and in the morning you wash it off. And guys, this stuff hydrates my skin like no other. It kind of feels like, and I'm avoiding putting it under my eyes because we already have that cream there, but it feels like a protection mask, honestly, when you're sleeping. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply a nice thick layer all over my face. So how did I learn to bake? I actually learned how to bake here on YouTube, honestly. So when I was going into my sophomore year as an undergrad, I just wanted to start learning how to do like simple things like cookies, cakes, brownies, nothing too crazy. And I basically just started, YouTubing, how do you make cookies? How do you make brownies? And once I kind of mastered that, and I know I mastered it because my roommates or just friends would like eat all my desserts up. But yeah, once I got that down, I was like, okay, I want to venture out and try other things. So I started doing bigger, fancier cakes. And the next question is, what did you do to your pinky? Okay, so I think she's talking about when in a few videos, I had a splint on my pinky. So I was at the gym, and as we answer that, I'm going to go in with the Laneige, and this is kind of the final step to my skincare. So this is the Lip Sleeping Mask, and I'm just going to apply that with the little sponge applicator that it came with. Well, actually, this is like a silicone applicator it came with, and I'm just going to apply this generously to my lips. It kind of does the same thing as the face mask, the lavender that I just put on. It just protects your skin throughout the night, adds a lot of hydration and moisture, and this is what it looks like inside. So yeah, I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. So I was at the gym, and I was doing inchworms, where you just so you're standing straight, you bend over to your toes, and without bending your knees or anything, you're just going to use your hands to walk your body out to a plank position, and then you walk your body back in, and then you stand up. So somewhere in that movement, I shifted my weight forward too much, and I felt my pinky pop. And so what happened was I dislocated my pinky. It hurt a lot. And I had to go to the doctor. The doctor was like, yep, dislocated it. He popped it back, and I had to wear a splint for 2 weeks. It's now off, and I'm trying to get back into the habit of using it because it weakened a lot just being in that splint. My grip on this hand is much weaker than this hand. But yeah, I'm just trying to work it out and strengthen it back to normal, but it still hurts a little bit on and off, especially when I'm doing a lot of grip work. So the gym has been a little bit lighter than usual. And that really completes my skincare routine. I hope you liked it. This is kind of my first one, and I think I will do more of these in the future for sure. Okay, so we just have 4 more questions to answer, so let's go through them. And okay, so her next question is, what was your motivation to start a YouTube channel? See, it was just a hobby. I just wanted to see if I could do it, honestly. There was no like career in mind. There was no trying to get money, none of that. And that's still not in my mind at all. This is still a hobby. This is still something that I do for fun. I really got into makeup around my junior year of college, and I was just like, I just want to share this. I want to share, how can I share this with people? Like, I want to learn how to apply makeup better. I want to see what people are using. I want to be part of this community, this beauty community. So yeah, it was really just me wanting to share what I am doing, what I'm learning, and I also wanted to learn from other people, and I just wanted this to be a hobby, and I think this will always be a hobby. Next question is, if you had all the money in the world, what would you do with it? Okay, this is a good question. So if I had all the money in the world, I would open up a dog sanctuary. I know it is crazy, but I would take in, I am such a dog person, you guys. I would take in all the stray dogs in the world, put them on an island, and we would just live happily ever after, no hunger. I would take care of dogs till I die. Basically, that would be what I would do with all the money in the world. Let's see, and if you could start a charity, what would it be for and why? Okay, so I can't say dogs anymore. Okay, so if I was gonna start a charity, okay. That is a really good question. Okay, so if I was gonna start a charity, I think I would put that money into educating diverse students, underrepresented students, not only in science, but in all education aspects. And then the last question is, what was your most memorable vacation? So this is the last question. Most memorable vacation. Okay, don't laugh. But when I was in I was in high school. High school, middle school, can't remember how old I was, but I was young. My mom and I, we lived down the street from a hotel, and I think it was middle school. And she was like, one day she was like, hey, let's just go to the hotel for a night and just hang out. Let's just chill. She was like, I just don't want to be in the house and I just want to relax. So let's just go to this hotel. So we took our little dog at the time and we just went to the hotel down the street. And honestly, it was the best time I have ever had with my mom. I remember we went to the pool, we swam for hours, we came back and we ordered room service, we had junk food on junk food on junk food. We watched James Bond all night. It was amazing. And then the next morning they had continental breakfast, and this hotel's breakfast was superb. Like, the bacon was non-stop. It was amazing. So I remember just like eating so much breakfast food, pancakes, bacon, eggs. And then at the end, she was like, okay, let's go home. And we just went home. Like, we just drove out the parking lot, went down the road, and we were home already. And it was just that time that I really got to spend with her and just do nothing in the world but just have fun. Like, we didn't have any cares. We didn't have any responsibilities. Like, we weren't worried about school the next day, or she wasn't worried about work the next day. Like, it was just us together as mother and daughter and just hanging out and just eating and watching our favorite show at the time, which was James Bond. So yeah, so that is my most memorable vacation. I think it will always be. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this collaboration, this Q&A, get to know me, and also my nighttime skincare. So I will leave all the products down below, so make sure you check the description box. And if you have more questions that you want me to answer in a later Q&A, please leave me a question down in the comment box down below. I will see you guys in my next video. Sweet dreams. Night.